Buenas tardes. Em primeiro lugar, quero agradecer a GeneXus pelo convite.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank GeneXus for this kind invitation.
Bastante honrado de estar aqui hoje com vocês.
It's an honor for me to be here with you. I was invited for the first time to this event. I didn't have any idea of how big this organization was, and it can be compared with many events in Brazil. I'm going to be speaking in Portuguese so that I can make a faster presentation. After listening to lectures in Spanish, I can see that I speak quite slowly in relation to the Uruguayans and Argentinians. My goal in this presentation today is to show you some figures, the telecom services, particularly to give you an idea of what we are doing in Brazil, and businessmen who may be interested in participating in our market. I've got a publication in Portuguese and in English about the data I'm going to be presenting here. And what's also important is all this information. The Brazilian Association of Software Companies is celebrating 30 years in November. We are directing the management board. The main service that our association provides, apart from legal consultancy, is what you see here on the screen. We are over 1,600 companies representing over $20 billion in revenues and 120,000 direct jobs. We cover 86% of the software market. Most of the states are represented there. They are all small and medium-sized companies. The main services that our entity provides to partners and affiliates is legal advice. We also provide certificates for your sales cycle and your business. We've also got several committees, SAP committees, the Internet of Things committee, etc. So it's quite a dynamic activity. The figures I'm going to be showing you now are figures that give you an overview of the world market in the software area, software, hardware, and services. It is 2.2 trillion. The United States ranks first, then China, and then Brazil ranks 7th. Last year's growth in Brazil went up to 9.2%. The world average is 5.6%. In terms of Latin America, Brazil represents 45% out of $133 billion. We are followed by Mexico, that has a market share of 20%, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Venezuela. The Brazilian market represents $60 billion, and it's broken down in hardware, services, and software. We are ranking 7th in the world. This is some information about sales in Brazil, mainly in the south and southeast of Brazil. Here we have a graph of the past 12 years, and you can see the behavior of growth, and you can see that services have grown more and more in relation
software.
to the software agenda. And here you can see the change
Software on demand
of software on demand to the SAP system.
Aqui também temos uma informação
Here we've also got
sobre o mercado
information
mundial,
about the world market,
onde também o Brasil
where
aparece no oitavo,
Brazil is ranking
oitavo
8th,
lugar, com cerca de 2,4%.
about
Estados Unidos, Inglaterra,
84.4%.
Japão, França,
We have
também tem o México,
US goes first, UK, Japan, Germany, and France.
Aqui nós temos já o mercado
Here
mundial,
we have the world
incluindo
market,
telecomunicações.
including
O
telecom,
Brasil aparece como sexto lugar,
and Brazil is ranking
Estados Unidos,
6th
China e Japão.
behind the US, China, Japan, UK, and Germany.
Aqui a previsão do IDC para esse ano das
These are the
principais
predictions for this year and the main companies.
onde a gente vê a transformação digital
You can see the digital transformation as one of the priorities, a part of Internet of Things that is evolving, mobile,
parte de segurança
and also security issues.
mais preocupação das empresas,
This is also a reason for concern
mais algumas
for companies.
tendências
There are some trends
social
as well,
business,
apart from social business
de negócios na área de
and
Facebook,
interface,
a parte de business analytics,
apart from business analytics,
cloud,
cloud,
tendo bastante
also
investimento por parte das empresas.
there's quite an investment by companies.
E a previsão para esse ano,
Predictions,
2016,
forecast for this year,
o Brasil com
2016, is that Brazil is going to be growing a little bit above the world average, 3.0% when the average is 2.4.
aqui a gente tem
Here
né,
you have the GDP ranking in the world. United States and China are ranking first, and Brazil is somewhere here, Brazil
como principais na América
as
Latina.
the main countries in Latin America.
Aqui cenário pela revista The Economist,
This scenario was taken from The Economist
2014
in 2014 and a projection for 2050, and this is the way countries will behave in terms of the GDP.
China, que hoje está em segundo lugar,
China, which is ranking second, will become first. The United States will rank second.
aparece Índia e
And then we have India, Indonesia, Japan, Germany, and Brazil, which is still there. And then Mexico behind Brazil, followed by UK and France. So it's going to be a great change
para os próximos 30 anos.
in what we have at present for the next 20, 30 years.
Basicamente essas informações eu gostaria de
This is
compartilhar com
basically the information I wanted to share with you.
esses 2 dias vendo a
I am extremely pleased in seeing the passion that you all have, you developers and designers, the new version by GeneXus, which is becoming more and more successful in the world market. Thank you.